Hello, friends. Hello, hello. My name is Janessa Oriel, and I'm the head of seller enablement here at Sell with Amy. And I'm so excited to be able to be here with you today. I am bringing a training topic to you that is pretty old school. It's one that I learned decades ago. It's funny to say that. When working at a big box store that sold I don't know, things that like bedding, right? The big box store, home, bedding, goods, things like that. I wanted to be able to share this with you because we have some functionality in the app. If you were to go to the products tab, if I'm pointing down here, go to the products tab, and let's say that you wanted to share something. We'll stick with the home theme. And you had someone asked about the vase that they saw. So you wanted to be able to share that vase. You can go ahead and go in there and you can go ahead and hit share in the upper right hand corner, and you can copy this, copy the link. It says don't link. Anyway, ignore that. But you can copy the link. You can share it on Facebook. That's just sharing a link on Facebook. You can share it with a contact in particular. Let's say that Andy was interested in this vase. I could easily share this using this functionality. But I'm going to share that this is actually not my favorite functionality in the app. It's good. It's very functional if I want to just share the vase. However, we have the ability to do what's called upselling. So if you've not heard of upselling, hi Sabrina, thank you so much for chiming in and letting me know that you're here. Hello to those that are joining me live, and for those that are catching us on what we like to call our replay, hashtag after party, thank you for joining as well. So when I worked in this big box store, okay, I worked there. They used to sell something called bed in a bags. Okay, bed in a bag was so funny. I feel like I never would tell the story. Anyway, bed in a bag is hi Rose. Essentially it's a bedspread or a mattress, not a mattress, I'm sorry. It's a bedspread and then two shams, right? That's it. It's like not fancy. Oh, they would also include the sheets, the top sheet and the fitted sheet. That was a bed in the bag. But when you walked in the store, okay, they would display this bed in a bag with upgraded shams, additional decorative pillows. They would put literally everything that matched on the demo bed that was available, right? So the goal was not to sell the bed in a bag. That was the bare minimum, right? Getting a bed dressed. It feels very weird, guys. I should have gone with another analogy, but you know me and my analogies. We just have to roll with them. So having the bare minimum, having the sheets and then the bedspread or not mattress. Goodness, the bedspread. I can't think of what it's called other than it's not a bedspread. That's like really old. Anyway, the top, like the pretty thing on top, and then two shams. And again, it doesn't include pillows. So when showing it off, the store was smart and said people are not just going to want that bare minimum. One, they need pillows to fill the shams, pillows to fill the pillowcases that come in the bed in a bag. Then raise your hand or give me some hearts if you are team throw all the pillows on the bed to make it look prettier. They know that there's friends out there that do this, and so they want to make sure that the bed looks dressed, pretty, presentable, particularly for guest beds. Duvet, yes, duvet is one of them. It's not, this is going to drive me crazy. It's one that has fiberfill, isn't down. Duvets are for down uh things. I will come back and answer it in the comments after this live because for some reason my brain is not bringing that word to my attention right now. But the point is, they added things to the bed. Then they would also include side tables. And on those side tables, there would be things like a lamp, maybe a fake plant. They would include things that made the bed in a bag, the bare minimum, pretty and presentable. And it created a better opportunity to be able to, one, envision it in your home, and two, envision it in your home done right, going above and beyond. Comforter. Thank you to all the friends. We have 4 people who said comforter. That's the word I was thinking of. Thank you for laughing with me. I hope you are. Comforter is absolutely it. So bed in a bag included the comforter, the sheets, and whatnot. But when it was displayed in store, they wanted to provide the customer service of showing it upsold, right? They wanted to show the additional decor pillows. They wanted to show the lamp. They wanted to show anything that you would put on a bedside table. They would want to show if they offered furniture, some of the furniture as well. And they did that because they know that if you got a bed in a bag home, you put it on your bed and you'd be like, it doesn't look as pretty, right? So we want to think of upselling or offering customers suggestions that go along with what they're interested in. So, for example, that vase, instead of sending a link to Andy with just that vase that's shown here, if we were to go back and we were to go to my product collections, okay, and I'm just briefly highlighting this here. If I were to go to the for the home section and I were to, let's go ahead and view that. Please say the vase is there. If not, we can add it, right? So if I were to go to the for the home section, I can see there it is. So the vase is there, but maybe Andy is interested in also including the art print and the wall clock. So just to kind of round out that pineapple themed section in the home. So you have the ability to say, here's a link, it includes the vase, but it also has some other things that you might be interested in. This is providing a level of customer service. This is doing up the bed beyond the bed in a bag. This is making it so that way when Andy gets the vase that he liked, he also sees it with the complementary items or has the ability to add the complementary items. And I want you to see it as customer service because it's not something that is, you're not being pushy. You're genuinely offering more than what they're asking for and they don't have to take it. Does that make sense? Because I know sometimes people get a little bit scared about upselling. They think, oh my gosh, they just think that I'm in it for the sale. And I want you to know if you, for example, I'll use a company that I know has like, if your company has a buy three, get one free or a buy five, get one free, if you see that someone's interested in three things, they should know that they have an option to add a fourth. So when you're bundling collections together, you want to make sure that you have at least 4 items. If you're a buy three, get one free company, or if your company is a buy five, get one free, you want to make sure that all your bundles come in a either five, a 6 item or a 12 item document. So you want to make sure that you are bundling these together to maximize the return for your customers. You want to make sure that they know what products work together, what products complement each other. So that way, when they receive it, maybe if they've added some additional items to it, it looks full and robust and exactly what you presented to them, much like the big box store would do that with the bed, right? All right. So Rose loves upselling. I love it. Thank you to the friends who all told me it was a comforter. Hello to the many friends who have joined me as well here. It's so good to see your names and your faces in little circles. So if you love upselling, or if you have experience upselling, and if you struggle with upselling, if you can't see the benefits or you're scared to offer more than one product link with your customers, drop that in the comments, whether you're here live on Facebook or watching it on replay on Facebook, or if you're over watching on YouTube as well. Let us know in the comments if you struggle with upselling or if you love it. We'd love to be able to hear those tips and tricks. Additionally, we'd love to hear some of the struggles so that way we can workshop through it as well. That's what these Thursday trainings are for. Thank you for joining me as always. And I'm going to go ahead and read some of the comments and then we'll bounce from here, so that way we keep it fairly short. That's the goal. Ella's joining us from England. Hello, Ella. Lisa looks at upselling as saving the customer money, especially the buy five, get one free. So she's with one of those companies. Yes. Ella says she's scared sometimes with upselling, and it's okay to be scared. It's also okay to give it a go and then see, like, give it a go, not just once, right? Because if you're scared and you're giving it a go, your customers are going to sense that, and they're not necessarily going to they're going to feel the same energy as you, right? They're going to also be like a little hesitant to do it. Trish also struggles with upselling. Thank you for being honest, and I appreciate it, so we can talk through it. Tammy says she always asks if there's anything else they would like to add to save on shipping. That's a great way to offer it. That's absolutely great. You can also suggest products that go well with the ones that they're buying. For our friends in the skincare realm, you always want to offer a complimentary product, not free, but I mean something that would complement what they're ordering. So if they're ordering a moisturizer, you might ask if they're interested in a toner, for example. For our friends that are in the scent business, you might offer, if they like that scent, they might want to have it in their car, right? If they wanted it in their home, they might want it in their car. They might not have even thought of that. I have some They'll kill me, but it's fine. I have a teenager and a preteen, and I want my car to smell lovely because it doesn't always, right? So sometimes you don't think about it, and sometimes you don't equate that with your business. If you're in the fashion industry and you're selling someone a blazer, for example, offering maybe a bralette or something fun underneath it, because making that leap, if you're making a leap with a fashion item, or if someone's buying jeans, you can suggest a complementary top, something that would work really well with it. If they're not used to buying high waisted, then maybe offer them something crop if they're willing. If they're scared of it, like I am, that's totally fine. But you can see how that would be. That is providing a level of customer service as opposed to just wanting to sell more. That's the goal, and that's what I want you to think about and evaluate as you're communicating with your customers over the next few days, right? Between now and next week, I want you to look at how you're sharing with your customers, whether it be in your VIP group, on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever, however you're sharing about your products. Are you sharing about a single product, or are you giving your customers the opportunity to see multiple things together and how well they work together? Um, Miasha, uh, Miasha, I might have mispronounced that. My apologies. She said she just started working on upselling to maximize the most for your money with shipping. Yes, that's a great way to do it. Bundle it. Be aware of how much where those pricing shelves are for shipping. Kimberly says I ask that sometimes have difficulty with what would be a good upsell in that moment, selling with your company. Now, I encourage you to connect with those that are also selling the same products and ask this question: what goes well with what? What are you bundling together? What are you offering? How are you presenting it? And so Rose said, I would ask if they order a warmer, if they would also like a plug-in warmer to match for the bathroom. See, that's great. That's a great way to take what you're offering and extend it into another room. I love it. Misha, thank you. Thank you for correcting my pronunciation. I'm very particular with names because mine is so unique as well. I try upselling, but I also give complimentary samples in their order bag for free. So that's a great way to extend the sell and having additional communication. Fantastic, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will continue to respond in the comments after this, both here on Facebook and on YouTube. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you next Thursday for more fun. Bye, friends.